Welcome to Global Music Mayhem, where it's all about the music.
Hi guys, welcome back for another reaction video. This time around, I am visiting the Swedish artist named Scarlett. Scarlett put out a new track about a month and a half ago called Everybody Dies. And I'm gonna check it out with you guys. I want you to meet Scarlett if you haven't before. And I believe I've talked about Scarlett on the channel before, and I know I've got some other stuff about her out here on the channel. So this is an artist I continue to go back to. It's Scarlett and her counterpart Thirsty. They do killer vocals and make really great music together. And, they've featured other artists along with them. They do this really great thing where they work with a ton of other artists and stuff. So there's always something really cool cooking up and a lot of people that support this artist. So I want you guys to check out Scarlett with me if you've not already checked her out or checked out her album that came out, I believe it was like the year before last or 2 years ago. I like this artist and I'm keeping an eye on her because I like what she does. And like I said, her cohort Thirsty, they do some really fun stuff. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just check out this track from Scarlett. And hey, we'll talk about it maybe through the video and definitely after. So let's go and check out Everybody Dies.
I saw my ghost in the mirror. She put her hands in mine. My vision's blurry, but I hear her. Am I losing my mind? I said, why did you come? I said, why are you here? What do you want from me? She said, I'm a reflection of the queen. I'm just the same as you. Want you to understand what I can do, you can do too. I walk beside you, I'm inside you, through the guilt and pain. In the end, we fade away. 'Cause everybody dies at the end of the line. Everybody bleeds out, are we dead or alive? I need you to hate me, go on and break me. I'm not the enemy. So if you're not the enemy, then why are you hurting me? Keep me from sleeping and playing tricks with my memory. 4, 3, 2, 1, ready, set, go. You push me one step closer to the end of this road. Liar, you liar, get your hands on my face. You're choking me slowly, it's like your poison embrace. A crack in the mirror, 7 years ago. 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. 'Cause everybody dies at the end of the line. Everybody bleeds out, are we dead or alive? I need you to hate me, go on and break me. I'm not the enemy. 'Cause everybody dies at the end of the line. Everybody bleeds out, are we dead or alive? I need you to hate me, go on and break me. I'm not the enemy. Everybody dies. Everybody dies. Everybody dies. Everybody dies. I need you to hate me. So go on and break me. Go on and break me. I need you to hate me. Hate me. Hate me. Everybody dies at the end of the line. Everybody bleeds out, are we dead or alive? I need you to hate me, go on and break me. I'm not the enemy.
What a good song. I love Scarlett. Scarlett and Thirsty are always such a great combo together. And as I'm watching this video, I'm literally sitting here going, okay, these are Swedish artists and they need to be on tour with Ghost because they would be the best support out on the road with Ghost. Like, I want to see that. So if anybody of you out there, Tobias, if you see this, you need to consider taking Scarlett on the road with you for some of your shows because just looking at the aesthetic that they do and having actually seen Scarlett at Sweden Rock before, I know what kind of shows they do. I think that those two would make a fun lineup out on the road. Oh my gosh. So that's can I just tell you my thoughts went totally straight to that. Like, I love what she does. And like her album that she put out, you know, it was so much fun. And the work that gets put out, because I've heard other things from before her last album, that it's just the lyrics like just aren't afraid to dive into different places or aren't afraid to speak up about things. And I just like what they're doing. And I think it makes fun music. Like lyrically, it's fun because the lyrics can be like a little absurd, but they hit hard at subjects. Sometimes they're like poignant subjects, and other times they're just kind of out there. Wow, that was fun. And underlying, of course, the music is fantastic. Like there was such a good, like at that one point, like that picked up and just had that blast open. And yeah, I like that. So what do you guys think? Have you come across Scarlett before? Are you familiar with Scarlett and Thirsty? Have you seen them before? Have you seen any other stuff out there? I know on the website, Global Music Mayhem, we've covered Scarlett before, so there's other things out there about her music. But what do you think? Is this a band that you would consider listening to, or something that you traditionally listen to more often than other stuff out there? I mean, it's this rock genre, but it just kind of goes all over the place, because I don't really think you can define what Scarlett does, because earlier stuff that I've heard is not necessarily rock. It's kind of like this, like, I'm going to say, like, I guess maybe Blind Channel-ish, like the violent pop. How they have that kind of, they deem themselves violent pop. I think she kind of falls in that violent pop as well, but leans into rock as well. So there's this great sound going on. And like I said, I dig what she's doing, and I dig that it's, you know, there's often gal power in the music, but, you know, the aesthetics of their videos are well thought out, thought-provoking, kind of sometimes a little scary looking, but that's cool. I like that kind of stuff. The theatrics, again, it's putting on a show outside of just that. And you know what's funny, and I think about it, you know, even at Sweden Rock, I don't think I've ever seen Scarlett without the skull face makeup on. So that's a goal of mine. At one point, I've got to see Scarlett in person without that skull face, so I can actually see who she is under there. That is a goal of mine. So maybe when I'm at Sweden Rock, I may bump into her if they happen to be out there. But if she's there, she more likely would be in her makeup. So who knows? But that's my thoughts. I like Scarlett. And again, it's just everybody dies. Guys, go out and support Scarlett. I will link her below in the description of the video. Let me know what you think. And, you know, like I said, if you've heard her before, let me know what you think at the first time. Let me know what you think. And again, if you've already heard Scarlett before, what other music that I haven't put on the channel yet do you think maybe you want me to go back and drag into the channel and talk about? With that said, I will see you guys on the next reaction. Bye!